Okay, so today is January 10th, and the topic of today's reading from the book Affirmations for the Inner Child by Rocker Lerner is patience. I radiate inner light in this season of darkness. New life is conceived and nurtured in restful darkness. Seeds planted below the ground protect the young plant from cold and wind. The seed lies dormant and waits for the right season to begin its growth. As an adult child, I sometimes feel impatient with my progress. Day by day sounds hollow to my ears when I feel I'm stuck on a plateau. I will remember that each plateau is a place to gather my energy for the next change. I will treat myself with patience and gentleness during this time of unseen growth. Today I will welcome the stages of my inner child's development. In this season of lengthening nights, I radiate the inner light of new life. So well, yes, that is the reading of today, which invites us, well, two things, right? Basically, right? It reminds us that there's a difference between light and darkness, right? And that they're somehow different, and that we need both, right? What we have seen here before, that we have discussed here before, that we need both in order to see, right? But also that we need patience, right? That patience is a necessary characteristic, or is a necessary quality that we have to acquire in our lives, right? That nothing happens overnight, right? Uh, and that in the time of darkness, it is good to have a focus, right? A light where where to go, right? Where to guide us. But also we have to remember that again, in this type of lectures, the only problem that I see is that they suppose that darkness is evil and light is clarity, right? Is it has positive connotations. And we have discussed that before on the origins of that, but it's not necessarily true. Again, you need both of them in your lives. If there is not enough darkness, you just cannot see. See? The only thing is that we are not aware of that. We tend to think that complete light or a full light in the day is preferable, but that's not true. A full light into your eyes will blind you as much as a full darkness blinds everybody, right? And that is important to know because again, you then one tends to think that one is better than the other when both are equally damaging. Only when you have darkness and light in a perfect balance is that we can see. Only when we have, if we have, for example, full in a full darkness environment, when we have a light at the end, that's appealing. But imagine for a moment if we only had light and we were blinded by it, and we saw a point in the distance, a dark point in the distance, that would be appealing as well, right? Because then we have something to go to, right? We have an object to go to. That's why, for example, caves can be appealing sometimes, right? The unknown is appealing, right? But if everything is known, then nothing is appealing at all, right? So it has different connotations, right? And it has different implications. Knowing that full light, or in the light, can be as ignorant as we are in the dark. We said it the other day too, how we have a limited range of vision. So we have to be very careful not to feel comfortable in the light because we can be as ignorant in the light as we are in the dark. And that sense of comfortability, right, of feeling comfortable is very dangerous, especially when you are not as safe as you think you are. There's an example that I like to use. For example, when you go to a mall, people tend to feel comfortable at the mall because they think they are safe. They're in a safe environment, but you can be as in danger as you are on the streets, right? So you have to be careful because that false sense of comfortability can make you more vulnerable to any danger that is around you. People get stolen as easily inside a mall or more easily inside a mall than in the streets because of that sense of safeness that brings you or that makes you more vulnerable than you were before. So again, you have to be careful with that, right? And of course, well, the sense of patience that you have to be patient in order for things to happen. Well, yes, that is something that you need to do, right? There is a thing that is called baby steps. Things happen in baby steps, right? Most things don't happen overnight. So, well, one has to learn that quality, right? That characteristic, and acquire it in your own life, right? In any case, that's the reading of today. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, leave any comments below, subscribe to the channel, share it through social media, and as always, if Providence allows it, we will meet each other in a different day.